Good morning, everybody. This is Margaret from Alabama Prepper. We are going to be caramelizing some onions. And to keep my house from smelling like an onion bath, I'm going to caramelize these on the outside. I have this old stone that's out here that we don't use or haven't used in a long time, so I have a cord over here, so I'm gonna plug these up out here in my slow cooker and let them cook. So I put a stick of butter down in the bottom of my crock pot, and I'm slicing up my onions. I'm going to let them cook here for about 8 hours on low. This is Sunday morning. I'm going to let them cook for about 8 hours. And then this afternoon, after lunch, everybody gets situated. Well, I'm going to start making my beef solution. And we're going to can some caramelized onions this afternoon. So anyhow, just wanted to show you what I'm doing. I had bought a bunch of onions. They had them at the grocery store, 2 for $5. 2 bunches for $5, and I believe they're 3-pound bags. So anyhow, just wanted to show you what we're going to be doing today. And when these get ready and I start to make my broth that we're going to pour over them, I will be right back with you then and let you see the rest of the process. We're going to put them on low. Got them on low. I have a cord out here. Got them plugged up. And we're gonna let them do their thing. Okay, we're gonna check our onions. They've been cooking now for about an hour and a half. We've got them on low. They're looking good. They're getting good and hot. So, looks good. I may have some of them too big. I'm not sure. But anyhow, they're looking good. So we're going to let them cook. We've got them on low. There, if you can see from the steam, it is getting hot, so they're on low. So we will check back with them in a couple hours and see how they're doing. Okay, friends, we're going to check our onions, and they are really looking good. Done turned a pretty brown color. Oh, and smell delicious. Oh, the smell is absolutely wonderful. Now it said let these cook 8 hours, which I put them in at 7. Turn them on at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. At about 4, I'm going to let them cook till about 4. And then I'm going to start getting my and there goes my dog again. Start getting my liquid ready. I'm gonna go buy a recipe that the Needy Homesteader put out, and I'm gonna use that recipe. So about 4 o'clock we'll be back and we'll get started jarring these up. Okay, we're back. It's 4 o'clock. I think our onions are ready. They're caramelized real good. They look delicious. So we're going to move these boogers inside and start them up. Okay. This recipe I got off the Needy Homesteaders YouTube channel. And it calls for 24 cups of water, 4 tablespoons, but now I think she said she had to go back and put 5 tablespoons of this broth-based seasoning. 1 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 4 teaspoons of A1 steak sauce, and a splash of Worcestershire sauce, plus 2 teaspoons of canning salt. Now this, my canning salt's in here. So we're gonna go ahead and get all of this dumped in our water, and then we'll taste it and see if we think it's got enough of seasoning in for us. This is your French onion base, or liquid, I guess you could say. We want to get this stirred in real good. It's real pretty and brown. We've got our lids getting hot. Our jars are in the oven. As soon as I get this ready and get it, have the right taste and everything, then I will bring my onions in. They're still outside. I cooked my onions in the crock pot today. Put them on early this morning, about 7 o'clock. And they have caramelized. They have cooked all day today. They look really good. We're gonna taste this. And see how our taster is. Let me think a minute. I'm going to put 1 more tablespoon of the beef paste in it. It's just not there yet. Put that in there. And it probably would help to put the canning salt in. 2 teaspoons of canning salt. Okay. Good and brown now. Looks real good. Get us another spoon. That's better. That's better. I like the way that tastes. So we're gonna go ahead and get our onions. Our jar should be hot enough now. And bring them in here and start filling them up. Okay, we've got our jars out now. It's not necessary to sterilize your jars. Now they don't say you have to do that. So, but because this is hot, everything is hot. It's going in the jars hot. Your jars need to be hot too. So we're gonna go ahead and see how many we can get. I'm not I would love to have a dozen jars at least. We're gonna try to divide our onions out, and I'm doing these in pints. So I think, I will let you know for sure, but I think pints have to pressure can at 10 pounds of pressure for 60 minutes. Quarts is 75 minutes, but I think pints is 60. This goes good in meatloaf. Like I say, the stews that I make, the deer meat that I cook, open a jar of this, put it in there. It will be delicious. I think I can get 12 pints. It's going to be close, so let me get this. I've got my canner over here behind me. As soon as I get my my liquid in my jars, I will move this big pan, and then I'll put my pressure cooker on there. So we ended up with 12 jars. So now let's see if we're going to have enough of liquid to fill up 12 jars. And two, if you happen to have liquid left over, you can just make the liquid. And if you don't want to do onions, if you don't like to do the onions, just do the liquid. You don't have to do the onions in them. But this will be so good. This is French onion soup mix. This will be so good to go with so many things that you cook. It's ready to go in the jars. So many things. It'd be so good to have this on the pantry shelf. Go with rice, go with stews, go with pork. If you want to put pork in the crock pot, you put it in there with the pork. Goes just about with anything. And we're going to do one more, and then we're going to seal some up. Now, because this is onion, I'm going to use a vinegar to wipe my tops off with. We're going to debubble. Make sure you debubble. There's not a lot in there that could cause bubbles, but we want to be sure that we debubble. Put just a little more in that one. And we get our paper towel. Wipe the rims off good. Don't want any particles left on the rims of the jars. That will stop it from sealing. Just a little particles. Don't want them on my jars. Want them to seal good. Now, I cannot put my hand on my magnet thing to pick up my lids with, so I don't know where I have, oh, that's not right, where I have laid it down at. I'm always short something. If I would put everything up when I wash dishes that I can with. Well, how about that? Never had that to happen. Okay. These are hot, hot. We'll go ahead. You want to put your lids on? You want to put your lids on finger tight? Okay, we're gonna finish filling these up and get them in the counter, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we got 12 jars with onions. Whew, that is hot. And then we got 2 jars with just clear chicken, onion broth. So, my canner will hold, let me see if I can move this out of the way. My canner will hold 14 pints. 16 pints. Let me put that, I believe it's 16 pints. 7 quarts and 16 pints. Now we're gonna put these in. I'm gonna put the lid on them. Let them come up to steam. Be sure you check your lid. Always check your lid. Make sure your steam vent is open. Check your gasket. Make sure it's not cracked or oiled. Now when stacking, always do not stack on top of each other. Put you another something in there that will keep your jars off of jars. Put them in there, close them up, bring it up to steam. Steam full for 10 minutes. You want to do that because if you don't have all the air out of your canner when you start to can, hold on. If you don't have all the air out of your steam, be sure this moves freely. Be sure this moves freely. If you don't have all the air out of your pressure canner and you put your gauge on, your food is not going to cook like it's supposed to. You have to have all the air. I don't know why. That should go on there easy. There we go. So, let your gauge, be sure it steams. My counter needs to be washed. Be sure it comes to a full steam. Time it for 10 minutes. Don't put your gauge on until that 10 minutes. Put your gauge on, bring it up to 10 pounds of pressure, maybe 11. On mine, it goes 11 or 12 pounds of pressure. These will can at 10 pounds of pressure. I think it's for 60 minutes. I will have to look and be sure, and I'll write it down in the description below. So, When we get through canning them, I'll bring you back and let you see the finished product. Okay, we took our onion soup out of our French onion soup out of our canner. My camera has got a glare on it for some reason. So there we go. Very pretty. Be so good this to have, and meatloaves, beef stews, just any kind of anything you need them in. We had two that we just had the broth in. So anyhow, 12 jars to go on our pantry. Hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, subscribe to us, like our channel. We're putting out some more videos. Thank you. Have a blessed day.